Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne. It's a blessing to have you here. I appreciate you very much. If you are new, I am a psychically and intuitively guided tarot card reader, and I incorporate numerology, astrology, and I always read a daily I Ching coin card message. One of my favorite divinations as I navigate through this channel and figure things out and buy certain tools that are definitely needed and still in the process of being bought. I want to incorporate that definitely. And then because today's Monday, I do an overall energy reading for the week. So it's the 20th today, and that'll go through Sunday, the 26th. And it's general, but it's kind of cool. I pull on 5 different topics, so stick around if you want to watch that. And then at the end, I always incorporate a Super Attractor Manifestor card because they're fantastic, and I am completely and totally 100% believer in our ability to manifest and create the life we choose. So thank you for being here. So moving along, as far as the I Ching coins, we had 2 moving numbers today, and what that means is we have extra messages. So I'm going to start that right now. The first card is Xing Ho, and the number is 21, and it is titled Biting Through. Kind of a visual. So we have the upper part of the hexagram is Li, fire, brightness, and beauty, and the below part of the hexagram represents Chen, thunder and movement. So the messages read, Shai Ho indicates successful progress. It will be advantageous to use legal constraints. Okay, so, and I also want to mention, as I do pretty regularly, that you can ask your own question to see if this in fact resonates with it. I ask a question, an overall question that I hold for the space for everybody, and then I don't actually read the message until I see you and I'm videotaping this. I do the tossing of the coins to create the hexagram though beforehand because it's a little time consuming, but it's all done just before, I promise. And so that's the overall message. Now within the message we have more layers and depth as we do in life. So the first moving number is 9 in the bottom position, and that says, one with his feet shackled so that he may not walk. There will be no air. Okay, something to think about. And then the second and last moving number today is 9 in the top position. One wearing the canoe and deprived of his ears. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. Let me say it again. One wearing the kango. It's C-A-N-G-U-E. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. And deprived of his ears. He hears but doesn't understand. Evil. Well, I think I've been in that predicament a few times. I know when I'm talking to people, sometimes I feel they don't hear me. I hope you're hearing this and it's nice and clear to you because I love bringing these messages to you. And so that's the moving hexagram. That then becomes a non-moving. So that's just life. Yin and yang, up and down. Moving hexagram, non-moving hexagram. The non-moving one becomes you, and that is number 16, and the title is Harmony. So the above part of the hexagram is Chen, thunder movement, and below is Kun, earth, receptive, and devoted. And the final message reads, you indicates the condition of harmony, pleasure, and satisfaction. The sages show such docile obedience in connection with their movements, and hence their punishments and penalties are entirely just, and the people are happy in their submission. That has a beautiful feeling to it. There's some definite metaphoric ways that these are spoken, so we kind of have to read between the lines, if you will. But perhaps you may make sense and you know exactly what that means for your question and situation. I hope so. So that is our overall those are our I Ching coin messages. And I'm going to start with our overall general tarot energies for the week. And today is, like I said, January 20th, 2020. I hope that you're enjoying your 3-day weekend, if in fact you have that, in honor of Martin Luther King. I did not have that. I love working on people as a massage therapist who have the day off because their bodies need it so much. Their jobs are just brutal to their bodies. There's no getting around it. So I'm happy to do that, actually. But I am through for the day. The other exciting news is that today is January 20th, which starts Aquarius Sun season, which is, through the 20th or the 18th or 19th of February. Happy birthday, Aquarians. You beautiful air signs. I'm a sister air sign to you. So it's going to be a lot of a different feel, and I've already been pulling cards that have to do with the air signs very clearly, yesterday being the Ace of Swords. So swords represent the air signs Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra, but we've got the Sun in Aquarius starting today, and then the new moon comes in on Friday with Aquarius, and then Mercury actually entered last week. Not remember an exact day, but so we have a lot of Aquarius energy happening, and it's out there, it's communicative, it's thought-provoking, it's fair and innovative and visionary, and it's rebellious at times, and it's cool, it's light and it's fun. And depending on where it falls on your birth chart, everybody has their houses on the birth chart, and each sign is in anyone's specific house, but it falls in different houses depending on your sign. So you can look that up very easily and freely on cafeastrology.com or astrodytes.com. Those are my favorites. If you're interested, I find it interesting, all those little layers as to who we really are and our personalities and why we tick the way we do. So the 5 cards that we pull every Monday are as follows. The first one is going to be the overall energy, and those 2 actually came out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one be for the overall energy, and the second will be for the possible obstacles. Okay, so the top one will be the overall energy. Wow, how interesting. This is why I love what I do. This is today, the overall energies for the week is the 10 of Swords. Oh, it's such an ominous looking card. I know. When I saw it the first time, I think I was just like, what happened? Well, that's the whole thing. It's what happened. It's past tense. You've been down. You've had a lot of things to think about. And I did mention air signs are very capable of the thought process, which can be very, very difficult to alleviate and get rid of. And sometimes you have restless nights and sleepless nights, and it's just too much thought, So the best answer that I can ever give anybody, and myself being an air sign, having gone through those situations, still have them, is to literally stop and meditate in any form that you find works for you, whether it's through nature and walks and some kind of exercise that feels right for you, yoga. Definitely deep breaths. I take 10 to 15 minutes every morning and I'm still, and that's my time. And it just helps to kind of alleviate everything being in the mind and work itself through, maybe down more to the heart, which I actually request that. So the point is that 10 of Swords is over. Those difficulties and backstabbing situations, people, circumstances, thoughts, whatever they may be, that's the end. It's over. And we're starting new, and the new moon especially will indicate that. And the 10 represents 1. So, there's swords from the Ace to the King, but as far as the numbers, it's Ace through 10, and 10, 9 is the end, 10 starts the new cycle. So congratulations, and I hope you're feeling good about that, because I know I am whenever I've seen this. That's done. And life is about cycles, just like the I Ching coins, it's just the constant movement and cycles and things we go through in our lives. And we get through most of it, right? It doesn't feel like we will at times, but we do. So that's the overall energy for the week. The possible obstacle, they're not always obstacles. Oh, I like this. This is the Page of Cups. And the cups represent water. And that would be Cancer's Scorpios or Pisces, and next month is Pisces following Aquarians, but the pages represent messages. And I'll be honest with you, this didn't fall under the love category yet, but it does represent messages of emotional or romantic in nature. It could also be just love of just things you're doing and something coming in that you're really excited about or something you're creating. Pisces can be very creative, as well as the other signs that are water, but specifically Pisces. So I'm happy about that. Now, what the obstacle might be is just maybe being a little oversensitive. I always say that about the water cards because we do take things pretty deeply and, sensitively at times. So try not to do that. Try not to, if some news comes in and it's not exactly what you had in mind, try not to take too much to heart because it's not that long lasting. This is a messenger that wants to bring in something, and I look at it as being positive. I'm going to be honest with you. This does not feel or generally denote anything negative. It's a possible obstacle. Maybe you know somebody of that sign and that energy, and you're not really getting along, and I hope that that can be rectified and healed, actually. The upcoming months and stuff are exactly, especially when it goes into Pisces, that's a healing sign. So that would be the overall obstacles. And that's not a bad one. So then we go on to the next, which is going to be our health. Overall health card. Now, it is flu season. No getting around it. I have people coming in, rescheduling their appointments, which I always ask so strongly to please do. Please don't come in sick, right? It's just really important to be aware of that. And so just staying home and taking care and getting your fluids and getting your rest is huge, and washing your hands a lot. Not with that sanitizer. I use the sanitizer for a long time and it just rips your hands up. I wash my hands obviously a lot as a therapist, but that's a trick that's really pretty simple and it really makes a difference. Because when we get things in our hands or we're picking up stuff from other people and then we go to scratch our eye or something, that's the culprit right there. Okay, so for the health card, we have the Queen of Wands. That's a powerful card right there. The Queen of Wands denotes a fire sign, and they can be Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Let me think about this, because the Queen of Wands could be somebody that, well, generally they're very, very gregarious, energetic, very, very capable of being in charge and taking charge. And let's say your health is having issues, you'll be in charge of it. There's no worries there. You will do what it takes. You will look up what it takes. You'll figure out how to make that better. And it could be somebody that you go to that can assist you, a mentor, a doctor. We do need to go to them ever so often. I try not to, but they are there to help us. So you could be running into somebody with information about something that's been concerning you with your health. Do ask though, okay? Because there's always answers out there. And just be sensible. Not everybody has to get the flu, And it doesn't have to be long-lived if you're just really being good and getting that hydration and the things that you need to do that are pretty simple for that. So that's an overall energy for our health. And I think it's just about really taking charge of our lives and being responsible and accountable for that. So then we go on to the next, which is love. And let's see if we can get one that actually, I don't know what it is. I don't even want to say it. In the past, it's been, the love card ends up being something that's of a different nature, you would think. But you can always read love into anything because love's the most important thing. So what do we have here? What's Spirit has for all of us? What kind of messages in regards to love for this week, including love of self? You never want to negate that ever. Oh, thank you. So we had another 2. So I'll pull the top one for the love, and the second card will be our financial card. I'm so sorry. Let me do something really fast. Okay. Well, Once again, the love card appears to be something that you would think as being financial. It is the Four of Pentacles. Pentacles being the earth signs, and we have a ton of energy in earth right now with Capricorn and about 5 planets with Capricorn. We did just leave the sun sign legitimately yesterday from Capricorn, but we still have Jupiter and Mars and, not Mars, I apologize. We have Jupiter and we have Pluto, we have Saturn, we had the sun, we have Sirius in Capricorn. So a lot of earth energy. What does this have to do with love? Well, love of money. You know, it doesn't always have to be about romantic love. Love of self, love of what we do, love of wanting to preserve and be conservative, which is very, very earth-like qualities. That's one of the main qualities I would say they have, which is why they're very good with managing money a lot of times. The Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorns of the world. So that's very possible to love. Or maybe somebody you know of those signs are coming into your life and they have a lot of money and they're very well off and very comfortable. And they have all the practical things that people need to feel that wonderful security in life. So that would be the overall love energy. Let me know how that works out this week for you. And the reason I laughed was because now the last, under finances, is the Two of Pentacles. Also, same kind of indication as far as the energies and the sun signs that it denotes on a normal basis, but doesn't have to be, of course. And that is about just balancing your money. Don't overdo it. Don't overspend. Don't underspend. Do what you know has to be taken care of. And then just keep that balance. You know, you've got the two, but you see them basically keeping the balance. And it's not like it's not happening at all. It's definitely happening. You just have to be, you know, considering it and really thinking it. And, it might be about 2 jobs. It might be somebody you're in work with, a partner, somebody that you're familiar with, or somebody you're in a relationship with, even though it's not under love. Both pulling together your resources. But it's okay. This is a good card. I like it. I like to remind myself to just know it's always going to come in. That's the flow. That's the currency of life, right? Give and receive, give and receive, give and receive. If you give too much, you're not really going to receive, and if you receive too much, it's an imbalance. You want to keep that balance. That's all I'm saying. Number 2. So that is the overall financial energy of the week. We have a sword, a cup, a wand, and 2 pentacles. Kind of a nice balance. I like this reading. I think it's good. I hope you will find it to be uplifting and useful in kind of knowing what's up in the head, and possibly, because we have free will, as you know. But just with these energies around, we can work with them always. So that's our overall general tarot reading. Now I'm going to finish, of course, with our attractor, super attractor card to help us with our manifestation and bringing in that awesome life we want. And so let's do that for you now. Thank you very much again for being here with me. I really, really appreciate it. And feel free to like and subscribe. I definitely appreciate that because that's so supportive, and that's really what the channel's about in a lot of ways. I mean, that's the format that we can help and support each other. I watch and support a lot of people on YouTube in this line. Certainly tarot, astrology. I've been branching out a little bit more too. I'm like, wow, YouTube has everything. It's so awesome. So yeah, keep me in mind if you would. That would be fantastic. Comment. I'll do my best to respond to you. And so the overall attractive card for all of us today, oh wow. Let me read it to you. The more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. I'm going to tell you, you know, I'm not any spring chicken. This has been proven time and time again in my life. appreciating stuff is just not because you think you're going to get something back, but just the legitimate appreciation of everything we have. We have so much. It's okay to want more. I'm not saying that. It's okay to want the moon and back. It's just appreciation really helps to bring in that feeling and that ability to attract to you that which you want. I'm so glad I pulled that for you today. And once again, I hope you have a great rest of the day. They go quickly. But then there's only 4 more days to the weekend. I will be back tomorrow for you. I hope you'll be back as well. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, bye for now.